guys, we are in the Palm River neighborhood. We're gonna head out. We're gonna go to Willoughby Acres. So we're gonna hop out of this is Palm River, and we're gonna hop over into Willoughby Acres. These two neighborhoods are very similar. By the way, this is not an authentic Cuban place. This is, call it Cuban American, call it whatever you want, but don't call it authentic Cuban food. This is what American people think Cuban food is. And they're expensive as crap too. I don't like their food at all. I've tried it, and I've tried liking it, and I can't like it. It's what American people think Cuban food is really about, but it's not authentic. If the word authentic is anywhere in their menu, they need to cross it out. And don't call it Cuban food, call it Cuban American, because it ain't Cuban. I want to try this place out. I haven't tried it yet. I might try it today. House of Omelets. I've been having some allergies and stuff, and I figured out what was doing it to me. I started drinking milk every day in the morning, and I have some type of lactose intolerance, and it's just building up in my body little by little, and I'm kind of polluted my body, so I'm intoxicated from it. I got to kind of drink a lot more water and stop drinking milk, and kind of change my diet for a few weeks and see if I can get better. I'm having a lot of issues with allergies lately. spend some time here today in Willoughby Acres. It's a grid pattern, so it's all blocks. Nice little Volkswagen garage. Here's another antique right here. It's kind of funny how when you go into a neighborhood, like if one person has an antique, next thing you know, everybody in the neighborhood has an antique. It's kind of like monkey see, monkey do. Somebody gets a boat, and then everybody on the street gets a boat. Monkey see, monkey do. Willoughby Acres is a nice neighborhood, but it's like a grid pattern. So, like the kids kind of grow up running around these blocks over here, and it kind of always been a little bit of trouble making around here. I mean, it's not a bad neighborhood at all. It's a really nice neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood. It's just always a lot of kids running around, and sometimes they get into trouble. But it's not a bad neighborhood at all, and they're not bad kids either. But oh, we got an open house over here. Let's see if we can check it out. Let's see if they'll let us look at it. Looks like there's already people here looking at it. You guys want to get a tour of it? Let's see if we can get into this house. I don't know if they can let me do it with the camera though. Open house right here. I'll check it out for you guys. Let me see if they'll let me in. Wow, look at this tree, guys. That is a big tree. Wow. There's also a lot of there's a grid pattern, but then you get off the grid pattern, there's neighborhoods like these. They're like little offshoots off the grid pattern, and you can find some really quiet corners in here. Let's see if we can check out this open house. I don't know if they're gonna let me walk up with the camera, so I'll walk in and ask the lady first. I'll at least ask them how much they're asking. I think I know the realtor. That car looks familiar over there. Open house. It's this one. Oh, it's this one here. Let's just ask him how much it's going for, just so we know. I'll just find out how much they're asking. Elaine Osband, 239-777-9637. Just want to ask them how much they're asking. Okay guys, let's check it out. So I got the flyer. They're asking $495, so almost let's just say $500,000 with your paperwork. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the Willoughby Acres subdivision. So it looks very nice. It's got a big pool, big beautiful gardens. $500,000, built in 1979. Wow. Let's keep rolling. That is a little steep. Woo! And it's probably worth it too, you know. It's gonna sell, I can guarantee you that. But it's basically $200 a square foot. It's 216 Willoughby Acres, Willoughby Drive. 216 Willoughby Drive. It's got 2,400 square feet, so it's a giant house. And it actually has extra square footage. So it's probably the 9 in the back, bringing the total square footage to almost $3,000. It's 3-bedroom plus a den, unfurnished single-family home. It says here there are no HOA fees on that street. $500,000. And my thing is, do you know the house you can get in Georgia for $500,000? Or Alabama? It doesn't snow there. It might snow once every 3 or 4 years. Everybody's different, you know. People like the tropical weather. And we're remodeling this one right here. People like the tropical weather. They want to experience that, you know. I've lived it for 20 years, so I've had enough of it already. This one's for sale too. So maybe, you know, I've experienced it for 20 years of my life, so I'm ready for something different. So I can totally see somebody else wanting to pay that $500,000 to own that property and enjoy it, or do a vacation rental or something, you know, as an investment. 2 Jeeps right here. We're starting to see a trend with these Jeeps, man. They're popping up everywhere. So like, I don't think I wouldn't personally, if I had that kind of money for a house, I mean, I could have a down payment for a house like that, but then I'd be stuck with a mortgage I wouldn't want. So I don't think at my age, having a big expensive house, I'm too young for that. Maybe when I'm older. For sure when I'm older, but at my age, it doesn't make any sense to have all my money tied up in housing the way I do now, actually. That's why I'm trying to move. But, you know, somebody who's never experienced the tropical weather, they've lived up north their whole life, now they got some money, they want to enjoy that. I can definitely see somebody wanting to experience that. But personally, I've been in Florida for 20 years, so, and I've actually had to work a lot in this neighborhood, so for me, it's actually like, I hate it. Because when I go in this neighborhood, when I walk into this neighborhood, I don't see the beautiful palm trees and beautiful houses. When I walk into this neighborhood, I remember all the hard work that I've had to do in this neighborhood. Because I've worked a lot in this neighborhood, a lot. Hurricane cleanup, cutting down fences after the hurricanes, cutting down trees. When I was younger, I worked for a landscaping company. I had to cut lawns, cleaning out properties. I've worked a lot in this neighborhood, so for me, this neighborhood, I don't see the palm trees, I don't see the big beautiful houses. I just remember how hard I've had to work in this neighborhood in my lifetime, and it's just, you know what I mean? But everybody, I can definitely see somebody wanting to experience that lifestyle, wanting to pay $500,000 for this house, but from a personal point of view, I personally wouldn't. If I was going to buy a $500,000 house, I would buy a $300,000 house in Georgia and have $200,000 left over to enjoy my life with. And I wouldn't finance it. When I talk about real estate, I talk about buying it outright. I don't believe in financing the dream, because if you finance this house for $500,000, this $500,000 house is going to cost you $900,000. You're going to give the bank $400,000. Okay, and from my point of view, the more expensive the house is, the more likely you should be to buy it cash. Because you're gonna pay the bank $400,000 in interest. That's like a lifetime of work right there, man. You know how, I don't care if you're a realtor or a lawyer, I don't care what you are. You know how hard you gotta work to scrape up $400,000? That's a lot of work. Even if you're a realtor, even if you're a lawyer, you're gonna scrape up that much money. You're gonna work for 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years of your life to scrape up $400,000 to give it to a bank. I don't know about that, man. I don't believe in paying interest. I believe in owning stuff outright. Unless you're elderly, then that changes everything. Because if you're elderly, hello. If you're elderly, I didn't even say hi. Wow. If you're elderly, that kind of changes everything. Because if you're elderly, you're not going to pay all that interest, you know. If you're elderly and you get a low interest rate, it just makes more sense. Like if I was 65 years old or 70 years old, I'm not going to live for 30 years. So it makes sense to get a 30-year mortgage at that age because you're not going to pay it off. But if you're young, it doesn't make sense to me to do anything more than 15 years. But that's just my own personal opinion on real estate. My opinion doesn't matter to you. My opinion shouldn't matter to you because I'm not going to pay your mortgage payment. I'm not going to pay your mortgage payment, so my opinion should not matter to you. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up here. This is the Willoughby Acres neighborhood, where you can buy